Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will be learning the line-by-line explanation of the poem The Voice of the Rain by Walt Whitman. So let's begin. Through this poem, the poet is telling about the life cycle of rain, where a conversation is happening between the poet and the rain itself, and how the rain fulfills its life's mission of rejuvenating the very earth that gave birth to it. So let's read it line by line and understand the journey through the voice of the rain. "And who art thou?" said I, "to the soft falling shower." So in the Old English and also at the time of the Shakespeare, the word art was used for art and the word thou was used for you. So the poet here is asking the rain, "Who are you?" The soft falling shower here refers to the rain itself. We have our first poetic device in the poem, that is imagery, that is the visual description of something. So the soft falling shower could be easily understood. That is, the rain was not in its full form, rather it was drizzling at that time. So you can understand it by the use of the word short falling shower. Second line, which goes as, "Which, strange to tell, gave me an answer, as here translated, I am the poem of the earth, said the voice of the rain." So, to the poet's question, the rain replies that I am the poem of the earth, the voice of the rain. The poet feels that it is a bit strange that the rain is replying to him, but here it goes. So the word poem here refers to music or rhythm. And I'd also like to mention the second literary device that is used here is metaphor, which is figure of speech in which a word or a phrase is applied to an object or action to which it is literally not applicable. So here the rain is being compared to a poem. Therefore, this indirect comparison between the qualities of different things is an example of a metaphor. Another literary device that is used here is personification, when you use a human characteristic for something non-human or non-living. Here, the poet is using the living attribute of a human, that is, voice, to represent the rain. So voice is something that only a living being could possess. Therefore, the poetic device used here is personification. "Eternal I rise, impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea, upward to heaven, whence, vaguely formed all together, changed and yet the same." So the word eternal here represents forever or something that is never ending. The word impalpable means something which cannot be touched or felt. And the bottomless means deep. The voice of the rain continues that it rises continuously from the land and the sea that is so deep that it seems bottomless, and it's still unable to be touched or seen by the naked eye. In the fifth line, heaven symbolizes sky, whence means when, and vaguely means of any shape or unclear. The rain rises from the earth untouched, unseen, upwards towards the sky, where it takes up any form or size or shape, and it changes from vapor to clouds to water to tiny droplets of the rain. Yet, it remains unchanged after everything. It comes down to the earth and the sea, from where the same droplets of rain once rose upwards from the earth, and hence completing its cycle. Another poetic device that is used here is hyperbole. That is, when you exaggerate a statement, it is said to be a hyperbole. Here, bottomless sea is the perfect example of a hyperbole. We all know that sea is not literally bottomless, there is an end to it, but to express the depth of the sea, bottomless word is used to represent it. The sixth line goes as, I descend to lave the droughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe. The word lave here means wash or bathe. The word descend means to fall down. Droughts is when there hasn't been enough rainfall in a very long time. That is, abnormally low rainfall, due to which there is extreme shortage of water. And the word atomies means tiny particles. The poet is describing the importance of the rainfall that washes away the droughts, the small particles, and that provides water that enriches the soil. It removes the dust particles from the atmosphere that in turn naturally purifies the air we breathe. It also gives life to plants and sea by maintaining the quality of life there and the oxygen levels. The next line goes as, and all that in them without me was seedless only, latent and unborn, and forever by day and night I give back life to my own origin and make pure and beautify it. So, the word latent here means something that exists but has not developed yet. When the water seeps into the soil, it reaches those unborn seeds that are there, and the rainwater in turn gives life to these lifeless seeds that in turn grow into plants that provide us with oxygen and maintain the life cycle of the earth. And it doesn't do it just once or twice. Rather, it does it day after day and night after night, forever, to give back life to its origin, that is, to give life back to the earth that once gave life to it by making it pure and beautiful. Coming towards the end of the poem, under the brackets, for song, issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns. So the word wrecked here means change and unwrecked means remaining same. The poet here through these lines is comparing the life of the rain to a song. When a song is composed by a composer or a singer, its birthplace is the singer's heart itself, and once it is completed, it is passed on, that is, wanders and reaches out from one person to the other. It may change with time or remain the same. It might get liked or appreciated, or it might not, but one day it returns to the composer or the singer itself with all due love of the listeners. An important thing to notice here is that these lines have been put together under brackets separately from the entire poem. It is because it is not included in the conversation that is going on between the poet and the rain, but is still a part of the poem. It is in fact the poet's realization that the life of the rain is like the song. So moving on to the exercise at the back, the first question goes as, there are two voices in the poem. Who do they belong to? Which lines indicate this? So the two voices in the poem are the voice of the rain and the voice of the poet itself. The lines which indicate the voice of the rain is, I am the poem of the earth, said the voice of the rain. Whereas the lines which indicates the poet's voice is, and who art thou, said I to the soft falling shower. Question number 2. What does the phrase strange to tell mean? So as discussed during the explanation part also, the phrase strange to tell means it was strange for the soft falling showers to reply to the poet's question when the poet asked the rain, who art thou? And the rain replied, I am the poem of the earth. Question number 3. There is a parallel drawn between rain and music. Which words indicate this? Explain the similarity between the two. The lines, for the song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns, draws a parallel between the rain and the song. Here, the poet is comparing the voice of the rain to a song that wanders the world, whether liked or not, whether changed or not, but reaches the heart of the singer itself and comes back to its birthplace where it originated. And similarly, the rain that originates from the earth itself comes back in the form of tiny droplets to purify and beautify the earth and comes back again with love of its creator. Question 4. How is the cyclic movement of rain brought out in the poem? Compare it with what you have learnt in science. The water is evaporated in the form of water vapors. It condenses in the sky to form clouds and then rains down in the form of water droplets into the rivers, seas, oceans, etc. So in the poem, the rain describes its eternal life's journey. Question 5. Why are the last two lines put within brackets? In order to answer the question, I'd like you to rewind into the video and go back where I explained the last 4 lines of the poem. So as explained in the video, the last 2 lines are put in the brackets because they are the observations that the poet has made. He has made a similarity between the rain and the song. Question 6. List the pairs of opposites found in the poem. So there are 3 pairs of opposites that are day and night, rect, unrect, and rise and descend. So the next question is, notice the following sentence patterns. Rewrite the above sentences in prose. So the first question here goes as, "And who art thou?" said I to the soft falling shower. I asked the soft falling shower of its identity. "I am the poem of earth," said the voice of the rain. The answer is, the voice of the rain presented herself as the poem of earth. Third, eternal I rise. The answer goes as, the rain told the poet that it rises upwards in a never-ending process. Fourth and last, for song duly with love returns. The poet says that rain and music are similar to the song that originates from the heart of a singer. It travels across to fulfill its mission, but in the end it comes back with all the love of its listeners and admirers. Thank you for watching this video. Please hit like and subscribe and stay tuned for more content.